volume.
Trying to hide from the demons.
It's kind of spoiled, so I'm just gonna get to the point. Welcome, people around the world. Welcome to my beautiful world. Okay, it's my friend's house, but yeah, it's all about me this time. I'm the interviewee, and I'm gonna get interviewed by my best pal. I've known this guy from primary, and yeah, to high school, to university, but like we kind of split apart because we do not go to the same school, which is alright. But I'm gonna be asked a few questions. He's gonna try and like put me on the spot because that's life. If you're not getting out of your shell, then are you really living it? So yeah, and you're so zile. Pull up.
That was a different introduction to the Soapbox podcast because, as you can see, Don is a man with an eccentric personality, different and special from what most people think, a character in his own right.
Wait, why would you say special, dog? You know what special means in South Africa, dog?
Explain.
That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my best friend. The guy who I grew up with in primary. I'm telling you, me and this guy. Oh, there was a third one actually, but Mendes, he's not here.
Have you heard from him?
No, I've never heard from Mendes in a while, dog. I feel like I should go. Mendes was my one of my favorite characters because he'd be like, yo. I'm like, yo! And he always still greets me like that till this day. So I don't know if things change, but he has been telling me that he has been seeing someone. I'm like, yeah.
You have his contact?
Yeah? I don't know his contact. I saw him at church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like he's been telling me.
Does he have a phone or what?
He does.
But you don't have his number.
You can catch him on an online game. I lost it, bro. I like resetted my phone after my breakup, dog. And I deleted everything and I realized I fucked up.
Are you guys in the same church?
I know. He's in another Catholic church, the one here in Capital Park. I'd say let's go fetch him, but the church already ended. Okay, guys. Yeah. What are your questions for me, dog? Lay down on me.
Given your personality, what are some of the weirdest things you've heard from people about your personality?
Okay, the weirdest things.
Yeah.
I overcook. So basically, I had this thing where like I'd like try to like fasa, Ahana baddie. She would like be into me and everything, and then I would overcook, literally until to a point where, she's like not feeling it anymore. And guess who? Like, she ended up in a relationship with my boy. Dog. But it's fine. I love you, man. But you don't have to hit me with a brick like that. Yeah, continue.
Just dropping names and
no one will know who I will.
Okay, but here's the thing: you're gonna promote it, right? And then gonna get promoted to your audience, who are basically people you know.
100%. And you're gonna watch this because Don is inside. And you better watch it, bruh. I see you guys. You see me. You sleep with one eye open, dog. If you don't watch this. Yeah. Continue, brother.
So besides overcooking, what else?
I tend to be funny, but not at the same time because I have this dark humor inside of me, or intrusive. My intrusive thoughts are the worst. I'll literally be walking and I'll just imagine the person in front of me falling. Like, I don't know. My imaginations, guys, are not the one. And the one thing I struggled with when I went to high school for the first time was my laughing problem, because I used to like laugh at everything, literally, from your jokes of yesterday to things that I see today. Anything would be funny to me. I'm telling you, it was so bad. I would see a fly pass in class and I'd just laugh. And I got kicked out of the class a few times. Ended up in the principal's office, got suspended. for not doing my homework, dog. And when I was like in the disciplinary hearing office, all this kids there, Joe, who were suspended for like, bringing drugs to school. Some were suspended for disrespecting the teacher. And it was like one of those jail scenes where they asked me, "What are you here for, dog?"
What
And I
did you
said,
answer?
Not doing my homework, dog." Dog, they said this boy is not serious. I was like, damn. And I actually, yeah, I stayed home for those 3 days.
But like, how many times were you not doing your homework for you to be sent?
No, it happened once. And it, like, the day mem made that announcement, the principal made that announcement at school.
That if you don't do your homework,
Yeah,
in
it
high
just
school,
happened to be the day
you
I
didn't do your
didn't do my homework. Yo,
which
it
subject was it?
was English, actually.
What is the homework?
We were supposed to write some comprehension and answer the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't do it. I was busy after school playing with my friends. And who knew that was gonna be the day I would regret. So guys, do your homework.
You've been sent. Okay, from the time you came into the primary school I was in to it's always like you've had principal problems. You've always been sent to the principal. You've always had teacher problems.
Okay. The principal problems, I have an explanation for that. Not they did not hate me, but the teacher, dog. It's your English teacher. Are you seriously gonna talk about that lady, dog? This that lady sent me outside for the whole term. The whole term. My table was outside. She says,
Okay,
"You
wait.
don't deserve to be
When
part of my class." Like, dog, I was,
when that happened, what were you thinking? Because
Yo.
okay, because there were times, right? There was a time where we're sitting in groups, right? And then I know, like second term, we were sitting in groups. This was in grade 6. We were sitting in groups, and then you were in a group, and then you got kicked out and were sent to sit there by the computers alone every day. Worst part, that was a register class. So what were you thinking when that happened?
I honestly don't remember. I just felt like that teacher had it for me. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like she had it for me. Like, why? Like, there was a day I actually came to apologize to this lady, and she walked away. She walked away. And these are the type of teachers we have in South Africa. Kids from the United States are complaining about being bullied because of their peers. I'm getting bullied by an educator, dog.
But what did you do?
What did I do? I don't know. I guess I was talking, but everybody talks. Everyone was talking, dog. I guess just because I was that one kid who was never really that soft, she always pointed. Oh, she had anger issues, maybe. I think she had anger issues, dog.
But like you were like the only person who would like respond back in an angry manner.
Yo, I remember when Miss choked me, dog. The lady choked me in class. Yo, no. I should have actually reported her. Dog, I could have sued the teacher and gotten a lot of money, dog. I was a kid. Unfortunately, I did not know much. But like, okay, so basically what happened was she asked me a question and I like took the question as pretty offensive, So I did not respond. At all. And after I didn't respond, that lady's like, "Oh, so who you disrespecting? Wada wada wada." And then she came up to me, dog. I'm just chilling on my desk, mind you. I didn't do anything to this lady. I'm keeping quiet. Is it a sin to keep quiet? That lady just grabs me on the neck and says, "Don't." Dog, I wanted to cry, dog. Yo. Nah, I'll never forget. Okay, guys, this is how I get in trouble again. Because yet again, I speak half-heartedly. I don't tell the whole truth. Don't be like me, guys.
Where do you get the stories from?
I lived it, Joe.
What were some of the most dramatic things you experienced that become as you remember?
Like out of all of my,
Okay, just give a few stories of things that have happened.
I casted a teacher in grade 12. I flicked her finger and almost got suspended. Okay, technically I was supposed to, but I'm like friends with the disciplinary hearing, lecture or whatever that you call that person. But she saved me. She saved me, Hey, but like me and this teacher had beef, dog. There's like this one time where me and this teacher had an argument in class. And after school, when I was walking home, this teacher came with her husband, dog. She drove by and the husband rolled down the window and I saw that lady. And the husband looked at me and did this. I was like, damn. I think it's me, dog. I've always had beef with teachers, yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of incidences, dog. I don't know where to start, honestly, yo. But yeah, next question. Some will pop up on the way.
What was your life like growing up when you were so isn't it you had so with me I had school and then I had like soccer on the side and that was my balance. So what was your balance?
Chasing hands. I look feel like at some point I went to school just to chase hands. And what's worse is that the ones that I wanted, dog, didn't want me back.
How did you
And
deal
then,
with that one?
yeah,
How did you deal with that?
it hurt because I ended up getting a friend instead. The friend, she was okay, but it was never meant to be, dog. This girl fell in love with a hug. Dude, a hug. R.I.P. Hey, nah. Hands out here. Just I feel like my main problem in life is that I need someone to make me happy, dog. And I feel like once I learn to like be single and focus on myself, then I'm gonna excel in the areas that I want to excel in. Stay away from me. Yeah, unless if you're a 10, you can slide into my DMs. But yeah.
So the time you did so when I did sports, you generally did sports. So I did like cricket and then soccer. You also kind of did cricket as well. What other sports were you also did the athletics when I was
I did
growing up?
rugby too.
Oh yeah, you did rugby. When were you doing rugby?
When I got to high school,
You started rugby.
rugby was there. I was like,
Oh,
yes,
until grade 12. Then.
finally, dog. Cricket was obvious. I felt like that ball would have hit in my head at some point, dog.
Why did you play? When did you start playing cricket?
Yo, when I came, dog, in grade 6, but because I wanted to play sports, I was a sports fanatic, a jock, both for sports. But cricket just seemed like an Indian game.
So how was it playing cricket?
Hey, the experience of playing cricket was scary, dog. Firstly, I ended a heavy helmet. Next thing you know, they're teaching you how to catch a ball that has like stone inside. I don't know what is inside.
It is a rock.
You see,
Because the ones we were using were 135 grams. So like there's two of them, right? When you're growing up, there's red and white is more or less the same. But then you have
you wanna describe, dog?
okay, you have this one which is 113 grams.
Imagine that thing knocked you on the head, dog. You'd be unconscious.
But it's 113 grams of like rock and then they just coated and everything.
Coated and what, dog? Do you know how this guy hit the ball, dog? Those sixes, if someone went in front of it, it's raps. Could have killed someone, dog.
But you have 113 for like under 9 and the 930 and so on. And then once you get older, like the proper one, I think it's like 159, 165 grams, where it's a much bigger ball.
Here's my question, dog. Weren't you ever scared of the ball coming flying at you on that pitch, dog?
No, we had the helmet and
No, I'm talking about the people who are around the pitch, not the people who are the batsmen and the bowler.
okay, like I was never because you see, let's say you have a pitch there. Okay, let's say what can I say? So let's say the pitch is there's no like distance, but in cricket, right? Let's say they're bowling to me and I'm batting, right? And then there's always that guy over there. I was never that person. I knew I was never going to be that person.
And me too. I
Like,
never.
the only time is like you see when you're bowling, right? And then they hit the ball and comes back to you.
Those things are real. Yo.
So yes, that one there. I knew that I learned that that's why you always watch. Usually after you bowl, you always watch.
You always watch.
Because you can bowl right, but then you're always gonna look like this. The ball.
Yeah, the niggas that be flying with their heads.
So that's why you always look where you're bowling so that you can always
straight concussion.
So that's the only thing when you're bowling, you're looking at the ball. But besides that, I was always far away from the. So then, wicketkeeper was nice though. Playing wicketkeeper was nice. That one I enjoyed.
As you can see, we have a guy who was good at cricket. My guy got awards. As for some of us, we feared it. The only reason we did it because we had to at least do one sport. We couldn't go down as losers in history like that. So we made it. Even though our team are so bad, we lost almost every match. We still did something. We made an impact that will never be heard.
I think that was in grade 7 because I don't remember when we were winning.
We never won a match.
We did.
We lost against Robert Hicks. Robert Hicks.
But like I was most likely the only pro there.
Yeah, that's true. The rest of us.
And grade 7, my grade 7 season was bad.
I finally figured out how to bowl. I remember when they put me as a bowler. That felt amazing. I felt like I could just throw the ball at that guy. But I didn't want to do that because I knew they were gonna say no.
But there are ways of bowling, so you can't throw otherwise. That's not a.
Here's the thing now. People did that to 17, Joe. Moments where I thought this nigga was gonna get hit by the ball, that thing turned into a 6, dog. Or 4, if you are lucky, dog. Hey, Joe, how did you do it, Joe?
I was used to it.
You grew up around Indians, didn't you?
But like, I played professional. I played with a club. So school-wise, wasn't really. There weren't any proper bowlers. But even as a club, I was like a top batsman. It's only when I stopped playing for club around grade 5. That's when my skills went down. But proper, because there was all the batting skills, I knew them. So whenever, because I enjoyed there were times sometimes I enjoyed bowling more, sometimes I enjoyed batting more. So I was already into the game, and let's say I knew everything. So let's say I'm batting, right? The ball comes, I could judge the speed, what type of ball it was.
Are you ready for this question?
Well,
I just feel like addicted to balls. Look, not just bowling that has a ball, but he also did soccer. It also has a ball.
But I mean,
what made you
what
love
other
soccer?
sports don't have
balls?
Yeah,
athletics,
yeah. Because you're running, it's hard to sell someone. Okay, but same with cricket because it's complicated.
Yeah.
Okay, but for me, I had no entrance to athletics because to go to I have no entrance to it because with cricket, I just played it before. I just played it a lot.
Okay, now that I realize, I've never actually seen you in athletics. But yeah, you're good at soccer though.
No, athletics I did that long distance. Yeah, that's the only thing I did.
My guy here played for our school, JKSP, number 4. No, was it 5?
Where?
In our school, when you played on the soccer team. You played number 5. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the position, yeah.
I also tried playing defender, and I remember when the keeper kicked the ball to me, I kicked the ball out. I felt like I was allergic to soccer, dog. It was bad. And the one thing I was known for in soccer at that time was kicking the ball with my mbonzi, dog. I would hit that thing so hard it would be flying in the air. And I would be saluted. I'll be like, yeah, dog, that's all you should do. Just kick the ball. I'm like, damn. So to a certain point, I felt like I had no purpose but just blasting the ball out of the game, you know. And yeah. Oh, I kind of improved and I tried chasing after this one guy. Remember that guy who was like really good at athletics? Hey, that guy used to run rounds.
Marcus,
Not Marcus.
one with long distance.
Maywa, that was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that guy. Ooh, that guy ran.
Did you?
There was a day I actually caught up to him for like 2 laps and I was like, nah.
Then he smoked you.
And then he smoked me, dog. Imagine, like, I asked this guy, I'm like, yo, let's compete, man. This guy's like, yo, we can do it now. How competitive do you have to be, dog, to tell me we can do it at break, dog? Now we're competing at break. I'm running with your ass, dog. Yeah, nah. Primary was the
That guy
one.
was a character though.
Yeah, he really was a character. I remember the last day he came to school with like this huge hair, dog. I'm like, what? Are you trying to grow an afro or something? Dog, I remember, yo, that day was the best. You know, I thought it was also gonna be the day I'd get to kiss, but yeah, someone ended up kissing her, dog. I went home taking an L, pure L.
Hey, but like, yo, I wanted to race with him actually, cause isn't it on that season he was under 13, I was under 12, cause I'm a year younger generally.
Yeah.
So we were there. I wanted to, cause first grade 7 I got the first race I got a silver. Then I got gold for everything, and then I got a silver at the end. So that's but like you see with athletics, you never saw me run. I got injured actually. Grade 6 I did sprints. Grade 6 or grade 7 I did sprints. Then I got injured.
My guy did sprints, but
Just like at the end, like I was like number 2 there, catching up. Something hit my groin hit. Oh, then I ended up number 4 though. My groin hit.
you know, it actually just hit me. A dog. We all used to share markers, dog.
Then he got up.
Dog, my nigga was the fastest in the school, Joe. My guy was so fast. He left us behind. And not just leave you a gap. He left you so fast you felt like you were jogging. And he was the only one who was sprinting. And what's worse, there was like no power in your legs to like furthermore, you know, enhance your speed. Cause dog, that's all you could do. How did a guy go from being the worst in athletics to being the best? Over and over again.
But athletics, my view was I'm just going there to bank. That was my view. I was just going there. I was going there just to, because I only did short put. After that, I was
What kind of you did short put,
then
dog?
just chill. And I was with Neo there. So me and Neo.
Ooh, Neo, dog. I fought with Neo at some point in life.
After primary.
No, it wasn't Neo. It was another one. There was a huge guy, dog. Forgot his
Lefa.
name.
There was Lefa.
Not Lefa. That's another one. He joined athletics and he came last. And they gave him an award for coming last. Joe. Guys, no. What am I doing wrong? I deserve one too. Oh, but nah, at least now. Meanwhile, if you see me, if you see this video, we need to race again, champ.
I haven't seen that guy. Like at all. I don't even have his number.
Maybe that's you thing. There's a big chance.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nah, the primary experience was nice, but not for me. Because it's true. Like I said, I went there for hands and I was disappointed.
And then high school?
Our high school, it was all good until grade 10, where things kind of like took a turn. You know, from being the guy who got rejected, I became the guy who started doing the rejecting. And guys, the only way you're gonna get better is get rejected. Kwababa could have saved you from a humbling experience, yes. But at the same time, Kwababa is essential. Because next time you'll know what you not do.
Kwababa is essential.
It's essential. It's needed. It's needed. So next time you'll know what to not do. You'll be scared to say, the dumb stuff you wanna say, and you just think first before
You know that the time,
speaking.
right? We were fast. So we at TET, right? We play.
Yeah.
I was playing with a few friends of mine, and then we were walking up towards the bus and everything. And then we were passing, right? And then we had this guy talking to another girl. It's like, no, not. Then this one he says, like, no, not me. May I take a teaspoon of bawaba every day?
Nah. Yeah, a teaspoon of baobab will save your life. It's true, but guys, come on, dog. We can't be losing like this, dog. Do you wanna see a person you had a crush on end up in someone's arms, dog? Time you know this guy is not even cheating at right and having a side chick on the side. Don't do that to yourself. Be the man. Find out if she really likes you. If she doesn't, live with it. I'm living with a rejection I had from 6 years ago. Of course, I would have went and still changed things, but it's fine. I got a baddie now.
What do you think about relationships?
They're a waste of time.
But you're chasing them.
Oh, no. Now I'm just smashing. So, ish, guys, it moved from looking for emotional connection. Yo, grade 9. I got my first heartbreak. Proper one. So, basically, I met this one girl approached me on the bus and we had a conversation. So, we had everything was going good, and then we started talking, and then when I was playing rugby, this one gen in our rugby team told me, it's like, dog, give me 1 week, I'm gonna take your hand. I'm like, whoa, dog, are you trying to? Dog, I'm just trying to play rugby. Next thing you know, my girlfriend broke up with me 3 days later, and I just thought, we weren't meant for each other. Then the way I felt it right after, I cried my eyes out. Next thing you know, a week later, they're together. Dog. My guy, I'm hearing things, show. My guy is busy grabbing her neck and kissing her in class. I'm like, what's worse, dog? Pila just kept on reminding me that she left me for that nigga, dog. This is why friends are the reason why people commit suicide. Because although it already happened, they will be there to remind you until that feeling leaves. And then when I'd blame him for it today, he'll pretend like he doesn't remember. So I don't know, man.
What's your tips for someone who is not started in the game and
Or yo, get head first. Or if tips, yo.
so like you
Okay, I have one. Don't dive in with your heart first. Secondly, you will lose your relationship if you're a virgin. I'm sorry. Someone else is gonna clap your cheeks. Yo, guys, especially if you're in varsity. Dog, my friend, dog, this he has been dating this girl like grade 10, 11, 12. Went to varsity. And next thing, I was convinced that this guy is gonna get married. And I had another friend, he's like, he comes to me, he's like, hey, Don, you know what happens in winter, right? I'm like, what do you mean? People are cold. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, and I don't know, they feel cold and they want to be warm. He's like, no, brady, no. I'm like, now what do you mean? He's like, Ejo. Yeah, I want to say his name, but dog, his hand got clapped on campus. They invited her over to Netflix and chill, and she went. That's why I say don't dive in with your heart, bro. Don't dive in with your heart. You're gonna cry. It's not safe out here, especially varsity. Could be thinking you're happy while her cheeks are being clapped better than you. And the worst thing that could ever happen to you is that they sent you a voice note, dog, of your hand moaning, man. They sent a nigga voice note actually.
eh,
That did that. Because though he was basically competing with this other gen too, who's gonna get this goal first. and finally got her, and had with her, and sent a voice note of them having it or having an affair. My guy wanted to kill me, dog. That bruises people. Hey, that's deep. Mm.
You're in a world I'm not. You're in a world I ignore. Because for me, it's like it's a waste of.
A waste of time.
Yeah, it's like, where are you going with your life? That type of thing.
Yeah. Nah, just find someone who is willing to support you and like be there for you, dog. Not just there because you have love to offer, but there because the person sees a future with you. Then you'll be happy.
So then, how do you find that after now you've explained the stories that you've explained?
Top achievers.
You find top achievers.
Don't go for dumb hands. And broke ones. Because their father never spoiled them at all. But it's true, dog. True. Expecting you to be the father who brings back the milk, dog. No. No. Take care of your own problems. She's mad, dog. Hey. So what if a girl calls you and says, 7 she like 75K? 5K!
I don't even have 5K on me.
The
I'm
niggas out
placing
there,
about 5K for equipment. I don't even have it. I don't know.
there are simps out there who would make a plan, dog. And you know yourself, if your hand was to like ask you for 5K, you'd even lie to your dad to get that money to give it to her. And next thing you know, she uses it on another guy. What would you say? Would you say, hey, I'll kill you, dog? Look what Cyril Ramaphosa said. Touch a woman, you'll serve life, bruh. It's true, you'll serve life.
No, you're saying go for the top achievers.
Go for the top achievers. And she must be a virgin.
If they don't give you attention,
She will give you attention. But it just takes time. You don't just get into a relationship and expect that, nah, she's gonna give me attention immediately. No, you actually have to take time with it and show that you're not rushing. Just don't go into a relationship being yourself. She'll run away, dog. Rule number one, don't be yourself. Be someone else, dog. The nigga that has been getting hands, ask him how does he cook. And then he will tell you, and when you cook like it, don't be yourself. Don't be that guy. Don't be the guy who says I love you first, dog.
so that's what type of guy would you give that advice to?
What type of guy would I give it to?
What you just said.
Yeah, no,
What you just said. Who's that? Who's the type of guy that when you say that they should listen? That's the type of person you want to listen to that advice.
I'll say people who have the looks but don't have the personality. Yeah, you guys, you need it. Trust me, you need it a lot. Cause hey, there's as long as there's some other guy out there balling more than you, not just balling. This person has riz. Have you ever heard of backwards riz? My guy could look at your girl and she would leave you. It happened, dog.
And then, how would you describe someone who has personality?
Someone with personality. Good energy, guys. Yo, girls with good energy. They joke a lot, bro. Like you see things that would hurt that would hurt sometimes, but now when you like finally get to like know them, then nah, it won't hurt as much. Or you can finally tell them like, nah, dog, I don't like how you speak to me like this, and she'll understand. And rule number two, dog, don't let the hand walk over you. If she's starting an argument, say I want to have a conversation, we're not doing this. Cha. Real, dog.
I feel like your high school had a lot of was also relationship focused.
Oh yeah, everyone was dating in grade 12, dog. We literally had a group of couples. It was bad.
So what was your grade 12 experience like?
I was a player in grade 12, dog. Grade 12, I was dating two hands, so basically,
All of them grade 12 or you also going for younger grades?
no, all of them were in grade 12. Dog.
So everyone in grade 12 was playing each other?
No,
in-
no, 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 no.
What?
I was the only player. So in grade 12, I was dating a hand. I don't want to say her name, but yeah, we really had something going on until something happened. Kind of got hurt by it, and I got over it. And I was like, oh, since you want to play that game, I'll play that game. You know, so I'll do this thing where I'd have a hand at school. And he must, you know, I like to call him, you know. And after I'm done with her at school, immediately when it hits after school, my boys would wait outside and tell me when and tell me when my other ex would come past, you know. And when she would come past, they would run to me and tell me, yeah, she's here. And my other friend would distract while I go to the other girl and yeah, we vibe. So I was splitting my time. Guys, it's not easy being a player.
Then are you still like that in university?
Nah, dog. I found a woman who I wanna make an empire with. No, not like that anymore.
Was that this year or no man? Was
Last
that last
year,
year?
last
or
year. From the beginning of last year until now, we're still together. Bro.
University. And then besides that, what was your metric with the school and exams?
Oh, my matric it was mwah, actually. The only thing I hated was Afrikaans, dog. It got dramatically hard. Like we had this one teacher, Mr. Brink. This guy, you know, I love you, sir. But like I was, you can't speak Afrikaans to me. You're like, come on. Like at your first day of Afrikaans, dog, my guy spoke in Afrikaans. He told us to sit down and I was staring at him like, what are you saying, sir? And it's like, Nia, I'm not going to speak to you in English. I almost said English. I'm not going to speak to you in English. And then he spoke in Afrikaans again. It was the worst. It was actually the worst deal because, dog, I only had Afrikaans when I went to Afrikaans. I never had English.
So you didn't understand?
Yeah, next, dog. I passed the test the way I always do. You know, look for the word that makes sense. Or look for the word that correlates with
And then you copy and paste.
the question, and I copy and paste.
How long have you been doing Afrikaans? How long were you doing it?
Just since primary, dog.
Do you understand it a bit or?
No, I do understand. It's not like I don't. If I didn't, it would have been chat. But Afrikaans was that one subject that I never liked, but I would never fail. I hated Afrikaans with all my heart, but I would never fail Afrikaans. So that's how Afrikaans was for me.
In Afrikaans, was there a book? Which book did you like and which book did you hate?
Okay, that was Fearless again, dog. You almost made an incest baby, dog. But no, let's not talk about that. Fearless again. I kind of liked it. Which book did I hate? Punk. Yo. Punk, dog. Yo. Time the guy who was reading Punk was always excited to read that book, which made me even more agitated. Like, why are you so excited to read this book, dog? Nigga, this guy's old. Mind you, he has been in the school for 20 years at least. It's his 20th anniversary of reading that book, dog. And my guy's still happy. And he's not only gonna read it to us, he's gonna read it to the next class too. My guy has been reading the same book every day for the past 20 years. How do you guys live like that?
But he's excited, so.
And his favorite character was Nadia. He always liked to say Nadia. Nah.
I forgot the book.
And I still remember the book. I got so annoyed.
What was the storyline? I forgot the storyline.
It was just the boy who had an imaginary girlfriend. Oh no, it was actually a girl with an imaginary friend who was Punk. So Punk was never real. And you get to understand that at the end of the book, that Punk was just the imaginary person.
Oh.
I know, dog.
What?
Though there's an Afrikaans where so made it sound so interesting. Even though you don't understand, his expressions killed you. You're like, for real, sir? And so be like, yeah, knowing that none of you understand him, dog. Ah, nah, that was the one.
The only thing I remember from the book was that it was like glowing lights and
Ah, that was at the end, yeah, where someone got stabbed. So it's a book for kids. Why is someone getting stabbed? Okay.
I forgot the story completely. And then English, what are your favorite and worst books?
My favorite book has to be Dorian. Dog. For all the Dorian lovers out there, I don't care what you say. The nigga was the hedonistic, like my guy was rich and beautiful.
But he had a bad ending. Like, that ending though was
Ah, nah, he died
that,
slugs.
that ending was very bad.
Ah, nah. You have a good point. That guy died slugs. My worst book has to be The Crucible. That thing is ass, dog. Like, come on, I'm not trying to relive Victorian era, dog. Like, Heath, who?
No, but then, even Dorian Gray from the Victorian era.
I know Dorian Gray from the Victorian era, but it was like way better as they gave us the translated version, you know, of today's language, not the Victorian English. We literally had to force ourselves to understand. You know, but nah, I hated The Crucible.
And then let's start with your worst book, then we go to your best book. With The Crucible, because we did Hamlet, right?
Yeah, I heard about Hamlet. Was it the one with the tiger?
Tiger? No, that's Life of Pi.
Oh, the Life of Pi, where the tiger was on the board.
Yeah.
Apparently, the tiger wasn't real, also. Guys, what's with the fictional stories, man? Hey. How was Hamlet? How was Hamlet?
The storyline for Hamlet was basically so. Hamlet, right? Hamlet was the prince of. I'll mix up the countries now. Hamlet was a prince, right? Then he had his father, right?
Father Mike.
His father was king, but then his father got killed by his father. Hamlet Senior was killed by his brother to take over the crown.
Oh,
his brother was Claudius, so Claudius killed Hamlet Senior to take over the. So now he became king. But then Hamlet is studying in Germany. Comes back, things like maybe England or whatever. But it's like so Hamlet goes. So Hamlet is studying. He comes back. He's mourning. He's wearing. So the story starts. He's mourning.
Yeah.
He comes in his mourning. He's wearing black. But then Claudius and his mother are like, Hamlet, why are you mourning? This is a celebration now for your new king, and then Hamlet is confused because it's just 2 weeks after my father was murdered and everything. So that's how it starts. And then from there, Hamlet starts to learn that Claudius was the one who killed his father, and then just goes that, and then in the end, he kills Claudius, but then he also dies himself. And
I claim copyright. Why does that sound like The Crucible? The Crucible sounded the exact same way you described it, except the guy died in the end. Oh, I forgot. Okay, there was King Duncan. There was. Oh, I hated that book so much. I barely can remember names. But it sounded exactly the same because like someone got murdered in order for himself to be king, because he was infuriated with like greed and power. Yeah, he started off as a knight who like.
That sounds like Macbeth also.
That was also Macbeth. I love Macbeth.
Would you put between Dorian Gray and Macbeth, which one was best?
Dorian Gray is good.
Dorian Gray, okay. So you're saying about the Crucible? King Duncan was.
Oh no, I think I was actually talking about Macbeth.
Yeah, Duncan.
Duncan was in. I'm sorry for mixing up the names. It happened.
Yeah, Duncan was Macbeth, and then Macbeth killed Duncan. And that
was a good book. Oh, Macbeth, that was the one. Okay, now that means I hated The Crucible. So you don't want to change the story. I hated that book.
So you don't like Crucible? You don't remember?
I think I kind of do. Oh yeah, it was like a bunch of people who were like stuck in this village and they were like trying to make their own democracy type stuff. And that was S. The book was nonsense. And then they were just trying to. Oh, so basically, at the end of the book, all the main characters died because they were all assumed or accused of being the witch. So in that village, if you're a witch, they either,
Burn you.
shun you out of society or they'll kill you. They'll burn you to death or stone you to death.
So-
Ass book. Yeah.
So you have Macbeth, you have
Toti, guys, let's not forget about Toti. Toti was a good book. Mother to Mother too.
I didn't do Mother to Mother.
You didn't do Mother to I think was the one. Now Mother to Mother was emotional. Yo, the drama in there got real because it started from a young boy who had so much talent within, but he chose his life to go down the wrong path and he just ended up perishing. Them. Yeah, dog. That's Mother to Mother.
Okay, so you have out of the books you have Tootsie, you have Macbeth, you have Hamlet, you have what's the Story in Grey. What's your ranking of them?
Dorian goes first, Macbeth comes second, Toti comes third, Mother to Mother fourth.
I didn't mention Mother to Mother.
Huh? No, I thought out of all the books I've
Okay,
read,
fine.
Mother to Mother comes fourth. The Crucible will be the last one. I hate that book. Continue.
Then Macbeth.
I did say
So you said
Macbeth.
there's
Macbeth is
Macbeth.
second.
So Macbeth, Hamlet, Dorian Gray, and then Tootsie. So
And
Dorian Gray's first.
we didn't do Hamlet.
You didn't. Oh yeah, you didn't do Hamlet. Okay.
We did Dorian Gray. Macbeth is my second one, of course.
Macbeth is your second.
Then it'll have to be Toti.
Tootsie.
Then Mother to Mother. Then last but not least, The Crucible. It's like I could put The Crucible below. There was another book. We did it in grade 9.
Do you remember Romeo and Juliet?
We never did it.
You never did it.
I'm happy. I had those people. They committed suicide because the one thought the other one was dead.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Because like,
how would you die like that?
Because they escaped, right? Then they're like sort of in a green field. So I think one is lying down. I think Juliet comes, realize that this one is dead, and or it's the other way around, one of the two. So realize one of them. So one is lying down. The one realized the other one is dead. So then they kill themselves. Then one wakes up and then
You realize
and then
he's dead and then kills himself. What a way to kill yourself because of love. Hey, nah, that book was dumb, Joe. I'm sorry. How would you die like that, Joe? No. Nah, but that has to be my best book, Dorian Gray. I'm happy that I did not do Romeo and Juliet. It would have corrupted my life because I tend to do this thing where I live by a book. You know how we Geminis are. So yeah. We live in zoology or astrology. Yeah.
I know the signs, but I don't as in
Oh, can you're a
Aquarius.
Pisces, ne?
Hmm.
Sagittarius,
No.
Cancer.
Aries, that's what I am.
You're an Aries, dog. Man. Yeah, guys,
Just
you're
like
an Aries.
Aquarius goes 21 March,
Yeah.
right? Then just after that, that's when Aries starts.
No. I'm a Gemini, bruh. They call us two-faced. So what? When I'm talking to myself, it's a group meeting now. It's not like that, guys. Chill. So yeah, it's gonna ask me on astrology too.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
So
Tune in.
let's go
next
back.
episode.
Let's go back to the books, right? You have start from the worst one as a not crucible, like the one that you like. So you said on Tsotsi, what did you like about what stood out to you on Tsotsi? What stood out on what stood out on
He
Tsotsi?
took care of someone's kid that was not his own, even though he was a cold-hearted criminal, gang leader. My guy took care of a baby, and he did not want to be seen taking care of the baby because the society will deem him as a weak person because everyone knew him as this feared person. and for the first time he went to buy he bought milk. He was supposed to buy milk for the baby
Baby
to drink.
milk,
My
yeah.
guy bought condensed milk, dog. Yeah, that part killed me, John. Nah, that's what happened. And then he put the baby in a bag, ShopRite bag. Was it? Yeah. And then
I don't remember the bag.
there were ends.
Yeah, the ends
That
with the
bit the
condensed milk and
baby.
everything. Yeah.
The poor child. Oh yeah, when he forced the woman to breastfeed his child
Yeah.
with a guard, so the baby got just like another nipple, but that's crazy. Now that book was it was the one.
And then Macbeth.
Macbeth, bro, I could tell you everything about that book. It just sucks how Macbeth died at the end, dog. Because of a woman and his guilt. His guilt was actually the beginning of his downfall.
Wait, but didn't Macbeth? Because the storyline with Macbeth was that Macbeth was a knight, and then he got the prophecy from the three witches. And then from there, he greed and everything, killed the king, became the king. Then
became the king, and then he wanted all the power. He wanted to also no, he didn't just become the king. The thingy, the sons of King Duncan were gonna be the king, you know.
Yeah,
and then
but then
he scared them, so they fled
they
off.
fled, and then he became the king.
And he became the king, and
then from there, everything just went downwards.
yeah.
But then
guilt started catching up.
Was it his wife that he killed someone's wife?
Oh yes, he did.
What?
Macduff.
Yeah, Macduff. He killed Macduff's wife. Then Macduff killed him.
No, Macduff did. Then he committed suicide, dog.
No, he killed. They cut his head off. Because check, you remember he was in his Macbeth was in his castle, right? Then they came. Then Macduff and Duncan, like the king. So like the king's son, they came Duncan's son, and then they had like the leaves. The forest was moving.
True.
The forest was moving and everything. Then that's when Macbeth realized that he had been tricked by the three witches and realized he's gonna die. Then he fought Macduff. Then Macduff decapitated him, and then he took his head too.
And then Macduff became king. And his kids became king, the greatest king, because that was like one of the prophecies that actually came through about Macduff's kids becoming great kings.
Killed.
Macduff kids.
Or was it just his wife? But I think his kids were killed. His wife and kids were killed, I think.
No, not the kids.
Or was it just his wife?
He was just his wife. So yeah, that's what Macduff.
What was your part that stood out on Macbeth?
It took a woman to tell him that he's a bitch to stab someone, Joe. They told him he's not a man, dog. Yo, and that like kind of stone.
There when killing Duncan.
Hey, dog. I mean, it now brings me to conclusion. How can our own ribs be bad for us? Like our ribs, dog. The ribs that got removed from us, dog. They disrespect us too. They are the ones breaking your heart. Nigga, they are part of you, dog.
So yeah,
God took out the rib for it to disrespect me, dog. Yo, dog, my ribs are not equal. They're walking around, Joe. So please, hands.
Okay, so you have Macbeth. And then Hamlet. No, wait. You didn't do Hamlet, right? So, Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray. Didn't I explain Dorian Gray? Dorian Gray, the guy with the hedonistic
nature.
Yeah,
you did. But then what stood out to you on that one?
What stood out to me about Dorian? Dorian Gray was one hell of a character, whereas if he felt like something got in his way, he would get rid of it. And that's how he ended up killing Basil and his friend, his longtime friend. I forgot his name.
Was that on Basil?
No. Basil was a guy who
the painter
who had a crush on him, was obsessed with Dorian. Basil was the painter who had a crush on him. There was someone who came like later on in the book. He was a scientist.
No, the scientist was the one who disposed of Basil's body.
Yes, the scientist was also like Dorian's best friend from his childhood.
Yeah, and then I remember. Then some hedonistic things, and then he separated from him because he didn't want to be in that life as well.
Yeah, and then he committed suicide because of what he did.
Mhm.
He did, dog. True. Yeah, committed suicide, died because he did not want to live with the guilt of taking another man's life. I don't know, dog. It was a lot.
But I think was because like that's around chapter like maybe 16, 17. Like that whole like from like chapter 12.
The part of the book where Sybil Vane's brother, James Vane,
Oh
he
yeah.
died, dog. Like my guy had so much revenge. My guy had so much plans, only for it to fail, dog. Imagine you died without anyone even seeing you, dog. Because at that part of the book, like where he died, I was like, yo, because like I remember like
Oh,
when he
because
died was
they
because of
shot
the target practice.
yeah, they shot yeah.
And then they
Because
realized
he wanted to kill man, he wanted to kill Dorian.
he wanted to kill Dorian, and Dorian did not know he wanted to kill him.
No, Dorian was hiding because Dorian knew. Dorian was
Well,
hiding.
Dorian knew that someone wanted to
And
kill
then he
him,
went
but
with that target guy.
yeah, him getting
someone-
killed was a mistake. And then they disposed of his body
And
and
then
hid it.
after he realized it was James, he was happy.
Nah, James Vane, dog. I'm sorry, dog, that you had to die by mistake. Sad. How do you die with a bitch? A hunt. It's a hunting gun. Man. It wasn't a hunting gun. It was one of those things.
But
to
it was the
shoot
one they
those
killed the
discs.
rabbit. It was the one they killed the rabbit.
Yeah, it was the one. Yeah, nah, he died. He's dead, dog. Damn. Nah, that was.
But actually, now that I think like, I think the nice part about Dorian Gray was it was just like maybe 20 something chapters, as opposed to like your, like let's say your Hamlet, Macbeth. Those ones were like scenes, and Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4.
Oh, nah, I hated those eggs,
And
dog.
then you have
like
then scene 2, Act 1, Act 2. For me,
in time, our
if it was
teacher would.
recording.
Time our teachers would like assign us with different roles. And I played as one of the witches, Joe. I played as one of the witches. I was the witch 3, dog. I remember. Huzzah, huzzah, Macbeth shall come. That's what happened.
But like with Dorian Gray, the nice thing about it was that it was thingy. It was easy to follow. As in, you just like chapter 1, you get introduced, chapter 2, chapter 3, this happened, chapter 4, and so on. Whereas, so like, I can recall which chapter this happened because it was easier to follow. As
With
opposed,
Dorian Gray.
yeah.
No, Dorian Gray was easier because they talked about chapters. The only one that was complicated was Macbeth because it had acts.
Yeah,
it
that
had
act,
scenes.
and that
dog.
made it longer.
And it made it longer. And time the book was split in two. Like so you're reading two versions of one story.
Oh, the English version and
the English and the Victorian.
the modern
English.
and the
We never read that part, dog. They
The Victorian.
forced us to read the Victorian English, Joe. So guys, yes, I am Heath or him, whatever.
So your favorite character in Dorian Gray was Dorian Gray.
Of course, Dorian Gray.
For me, it
Dorian
was-
Gray and Lord Henry.
Yeah, Lord Henry for me was number
Influencer.
1. That guy, yeah.
Ah,
Actually, when I read the book for like the first, because it started in like maybe June.
mm.
When I read the book for like the first maybe 2-3 months, I was sold on Lord Henry. But I didn't want to call him. I mean, I called him Harry. I didn't want to call him Lord Henry.
What?
Yeah. That guy was Harry to me. I called him Harry, and then yeah, he was that was the one. Because for me, my thing was like the way it was the skill
Yeah, he possessed.
to manipulate and everything. That was what stood out for me from that.
Nah, but that was a good book, by the way. Yo, brother, I think it's time for me.